Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Crew Bites. Today's recipe is Basbousa. Basbousa, also known as Semolina cake, is a traditional Middle Eastern sweet cake originated in Egypt and popular in the Middle East as well as the countries along the Eastern Mediterranean shores. The key ingredient of Basbousa is semolina. It's a delicious cake and very easy to prepare. In this video, we'll be also adding a filling to the cake, which is optional but makes it gloriously creamy and super moist. You can make this cake without eggs as well. I'll explain more on this during the preparation. So let's start making this amazing dessert. So at first, let's prepare the simple syrup or the sugar syrup. So for this, you need sugar 1 cup, water 1 cup, lemon juice 1 teaspoon and honey 1 tablespoon, which is optional. So to a saucepan, add 1 cup of sugar along with 1 cup of water and lemon juice 1 teaspoon. Keep a medium flame and bring it to a boil. Just give it a mix and allow the mixture to come to a boil. It might take 2 to 3 minutes. See, now it has come to a boil. Reduce the flame and allow it to simmer for 10 minutes. Now adding a good pinch of cardamom powder, which is completely optional. Usually it is not added, but I like the flavor of cardamom in the sugar syrup, so it's totally up to you. You can also add few drops of rose water or rose essence, and also adding in 1 tablespoon of honey. Give a good mix and switch off the flame. And now transfer the sugar syrup to a bowl and allow it to cool completely. So now let's prepare the batter for the cake. So for this, you need semolina 1 cup, yogurt or thick curd 1 cup, sugar half cup, desiccated coconut 1/4 cup, unsalted butter melted 3/4 cup. Also you need some almond flakes and pistachios for garnishing, cardamom powder again optional, 3 eggs, baking powder 2 teaspoons, vanilla extract 1 teaspoon and baking soda 1/8 teaspoon. Now preheat your oven to 176 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. To a large bowl, we're going to add all the ingredients one by one. So at first, add 1 cup of semolina. You can use roasted or unroasted semolina. Then add half cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of desiccated coconut, which is dry and unsweetened coconut, baking powder 2 teaspoons, baking soda 1/8 teaspoon, which is half of 1/4 teaspoon, and just mix it well. Now we're going to add 3 eggs. So you can make this cake without eggs as well, but you have to just add an extra 1/4 to half cup of yogurt to the batter. So now I'm adding yogurt about 1 cup, but if you are avoiding the eggs, you should add an extra 1/4 to half cup depending on the consistency of the batter. Also adding in vanilla extract 1 teaspoon. Now mix well so that all the ingredients are well combined. The resulting batter will be slightly thick, unlike the usual cake batter, so don't worry about that. That's how it should be. Now to this, I'm going to add about 3/4 cup of unsalted butter melted. Also, I've added a pinch of salt, which I missed showing in the video, so please add that as well. And now mix it really well. So our cake batter is ready now. It's a really thick batter, as you can see in this video. Now grease the cake pan and line it with butter paper. Here I'm using a 9-inch springform pan because it's easy to demold the cake, but you can always use the regular cake pan, round or square. And to this I'm going to pour only about half of the batter, because the remaining half I'll be using it after adding the filling. But if you are not using the filling, can directly add all of the batter to the pan right now and bake it for 25 to 30 minutes until the cake is done. The baking time always depends on your oven, so please check in between. Tapping the pan lightly. And now we're going to bake this in a preheated oven at 176 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 12 to 15 minutes until the cake is done and slightly golden on the top. So meanwhile the cake is baking in the oven, let's prepare the cream filling. This step is completely optional, but like I said, it takes the cake to a next level and it's a very simple process. So for the filling you need full fat milk 2 cups, corn flour or cornstarch 4 tablespoons, fresh cream 1/4 cup, sugar 1 to 2 tablespoons and vanilla extract 1/2 teaspoon. Now to a saucepan add full fat milk 2 cups, sugar 1 to 2 tablespoons, corn flour or cornstarch 4 tablespoons, and now give it a good mix so that you get a lump-free mixture. See, these ingredients are similar to that of the eggless custard we had done earlier. The only difference is in the amount of sugar. We are using less amount here because the cake will be later soaked in the sugar syrup. Now switch on the flame and cook the mixture in a low flame, stirring continuously until the mixture thickens. Please remember to keep a low flame and stir continuously, or it might get stuck to the bottom of the pan. See, now the mixture is thickened well. Switch off the flame and remove the pan from heat. And now to this we're going to add about 1/4 cup of the fresh cream along with 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla extract and give a good mix. So this is the cream filling we'll be using for the cake. So now our cake is out of the oven after 13 minutes. And now we're going to pour the filling on top of the cake immediately and just spread it out evenly. And then to the remaining half of the batter, it's thickened now, so we're going to add a tablespoon of milk. You can add water as well and just give it a good mix so that the mixture slightly loosens up. And now we're going to pour this carefully on top of the filling and spread out evenly with a spatula. This is a very simple cake but tastes so amazing. As you can see, the preparation time is just 30 minutes or so. Now we're going to bake this cake in a preheated oven 176 degrees Celsius for about 40 to 50 minutes until the cake is baked well. See, now the cake is out of the oven after 45 minutes and immediately pour the cooled sugar syrup on top of the cake. The cake will absorb the entire sugar syrup, so just pour it in portions, allow it to absorb and then pour the remaining portion of the syrup until you have used all of it. Just spread it out with the offset spatula. If you see that the sugar syrup is not getting absorbed quickly, you can slightly poke the cake with a fork and then the syrup gets absorbed quickly. So I have used all of the syrup, so just use it depending on your cake. And now garnish it with some chopped almonds and pistachios. This is optional, but it makes the cake really appealing with all these nuts on top of it. And when you take a bite, it's always good to have that crunchy bite of the nuts. So this is highly recommended. Now we're going to allow the cake to cool completely in the pan itself before serving. Now the cake is cooled completely. Just taking out the outer ring of the springform pan, just removing the baking paper. See, if you are using a regular pan, you will not be able to demold the cake. So just cut it and then serve the cake. That's the only difference when using a springform pan and a regular pan. It really does matter. Now just using a sharp knife, cut into pieces and then enjoy your delicious and tasty basbousa or semolina cake. This cake is very soft and moist because it's been soaked in the sugar syrup. So just be careful when you slice and serve. And it's creamy too because of the filling in between, as you can see. So there you go, your basbousa is ready to serve. See how beautiful that is. This cake is very easy to prepare, and the best thing I like about it is that you can make it ahead and serve it as a no-fuss dessert. You basically pour all the ingredients into a bowl and stir with a spoon, pour into a baking dish, and that's it. It's a really tempting cake with a stunning look and just melts in your mouth. So please give it a try, you will love it. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. See you all soon with more good recipes. Until then, goodbye.